the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's all up next.
They continue to wear this defense out. They have to find a way.
Powering forward. He's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The extra point by Butker is good.
And live to play another snap.
What's his kick? Is good. And the Broncos are on the board. Motion man is Rice. Right back to the air from Mahomes. And he'll take it on in. Sky Moore. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Butker on for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Chiefs extend their advantage to 14-3. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he's in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Kansas City.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. All that and more coming up next.
6 for the touchdown. Second and goal. To throw again, it's Allen. He puts it up, and it's caught. James Cook. Touchdown, Bills. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The extra point by Bass is good. A second down throw for Stroud. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Texans will tie things up. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Over the top, he's got it. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
They'll run here with Mixon. He slams it in there, and he is in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
The kick is good.
Goal. Throwing again. It's Allen. And he will fight into the end zone. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize. And
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will cut the lead down to 4. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans extend the advantage to a field goal. Out of the gun, here's Allen. To the goal line and in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills have taken a 4-point advantage. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he's into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills will open it up. It's a win here for the Bills. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. And it kicks off next.
if we don't score, we still have fourth down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns are out to an early 3-0 lead. From the gun, it's Herbert. And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball.
Hopkins on now for the field goal. This one from 39 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good.
The low red zone.
Again, it's Watson. Now sets up a screen for Chubb. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Browns. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. To throw, it's Herbert. That one, taken in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, L.A. Point after now from Dicker. It's up and through. Hopkins in a pressure situation. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th. Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker, in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. To the air again. Watson. It is brought in the end zone. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Cleveland. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Again, it's Watson. And he will get into the end zone. Edwards. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. So it's a win for the Browns. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game. And ride that to victory.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Raiders and Gang Green, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
Or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns. He can run choice routes. He can run real wide receiver type routes. And man, when you got a guy like that in your pack.
And he's into the end zone. Harrison Bryant. Touchdown, Vegas. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Raiders move out to a 7-3 lead.
Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the...
And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. The kick is good. Throwing again is Minshew. That one taken in. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders are on top. It's 14-10 line to try the field goal. This one from 41 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good.
The only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged it.
And he'll take it on in. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Raiders. Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders extend the lead to 8. They'll try to run it with Hall. Good blocking, and he's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Jets. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Rodgers. He's got a man. Take it in for 2.
Or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Malachi Corley. Touchdown, New York.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead.
Not. It's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
He is in. Alexander Madison. Touchdown, Vegas. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And he will score. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop? Offensive line and running back, they came through when their team needed them the most.
Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins, and it's coming up next.
Out of the gun, they give it to Pollard. And he's in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Titans. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Folks, extra point is good.
In their opening whistle.
Here's Tua to open with a throw. Open man downfield is Smith. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike.
For first and goal. Levis to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Chig Okonkwo. Touchdown, Tennessee. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage. First down marker sets up fourth down.
A 37-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are back within 4 at 4. Throwing on second down, Levis. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And he will get into the end zone. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Titans. Now, Folk, on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Titans are out to a 21. On to try the field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins are able to get it back within a... And Okonkwo is in motion. On second down, Levis. It is brought in the end zone. Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Tennessee. Folk now for the extra point. His kick is good. In motion comes Beckham. And he will score. Game on. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Miami. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need? To lead to that incompletion, the timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to move and let them do the rest.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. And he will get into the end zone. The two-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead here is trying to recover an onside kick. He's to midfield.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. Second and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. All that and more coming up next.
Now Burrow on the bootleg. Going right sideline and complete. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Oh, man, what a start to this one, Greg. Right out of the gate, first play of the game. A big ball downfield for the touchdown.
I don't even think the fans have settled into their seats, Mike. I mean, you talk about a fast start. There was no settling into this one. This play caller wanted to attack early, and boy, did he ever.
Here's Richardson. He puts it up, and it's caught. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown. Their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball. Everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties.
And he's into the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
McPherson, good on the extra point. Now Richardson. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jermaine Pratt. Well, the quarterback trying to find somebody open there, but that time, instead of finding his running back, it goes back the other way for a defensive score.
Mike, I think this is just one of those cases where the quarterback's just a little too casual with the throw. He kind of goes to his running back late on the check down. He never sees the defender until he's chasing him on his way for the touchdown. Make the defense react. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with...
That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Mike Gesicki, touchdown Bengals. And the show continues.
Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
Keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a film in the passing game. You better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're
And he will take it in himself. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Extra point by Little is good. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, that's swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Foye Oluokun. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment.
On EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. And it's all up next.
From out of the gun, here's May. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. He gets free. Well, that changes the story quickly. Looked like a very nice opening drive to start. Instead, Greg, it goes back the other way, and the defense scores first.
And Mike, early on, that's exactly how they drew it up. They wanted to come out and establish themselves with this first drive of the game, and then all of a sudden, disaster strikes. Not only do they turn the ball over, the defense is able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Tucker, good on the motion man. On the give, here's Henry. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. They'll motion over Flowers. Off the play fake, Jackson. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Rashad Bateman, touchdown Baltimore.
It's in the game. It's in the game. Who knows what we're in store for here? And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
No, lead the Giants field goal unit out. This one from 47 yards away. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And the opening for 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish off their opening drive. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. That one splits the uprights. Now it's Purdy. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers now lead by 10. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
On is Moody for the extra point. That one right down the middle. From the 21. This one's caught. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The
On EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings coming up next.
Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. It's just 21 yards down the pipe. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. Fullback trying to power it across. And he barrels across for the touchdown. Well, Brock, not sure the play they were running was all that disguised, but with the personnel they had out there, it was going to be tough to stop him either way.
Yeah, there's a great debate. Is it the X's and O's or the Jimmies and Joes? Yep. No debate there. That was the Jimmies and the Joes in their want to run it right down their throat.
They'll try this extra point. And the kick is good. From the 46. He's throwing deep to the left side. Brought in inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
That one splits the uprights.
Make it look oh so easy.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a second quarter lead. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off for 6.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Darnold looking to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Extra point attempt coming up. And the extra point is up, and it is good.
That play called back.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. Stafford back to throw. He sends this one to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams start the second half with some needed points. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown.
Previous play is under review.
No change to the call on the field. That play is going to remain a touchdown. That one splits the uprights.
He just couldn't quite hang on.
Throwing now from the gun. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 13-point lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here. Running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. With some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your coach, got to cut it loose and let it go. Just as they did right there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams make it a one-score game. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Now we'll see them try the point after. And he sends the point after right through the up in this kick. And the Vikings bring in the onside kick. That should just about do it. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. And they'll take a knee. Now the Rams are going to use their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. And they'll kneel this one down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Well, Brock, I think we're both thinking another kneel likely coming here on third down. So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work. And
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it's two teams who made their NFL debuts together back in 1976. It's the Hawks and the Bucks. Next on Madden NFL 25.
now it's a bootleg for him. Escapes the pocket. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Baker Mayfield a touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay.
Looking to throw, Smith. And it's caught. And he's got it across the goal line for a touchdown. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there,
Yeah.
because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. That one splits the uprights. They give it to him up the middle. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for him. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. Mayfield will look to throw. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take the lead right away in half number 2. Baker Mayfield, the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaker on the other end, finishing it, doing his job.
Here he is to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Looking to throw. Buys time. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Buccaneers, barring a miracle, will win this game. Baker Mayfield, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one right down the middle. It's second down. Setting up to pass. Try and push it deep downfield. It's intercepted. That will do it. Jamel D makes the play.
That's interference. Defense.
Ball game's not over just yet. Don't leave those seats. The interference call means we're going to have an untimed down here. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are unable to tie up this contest. So it's a win for the Buccaneers. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. The crowd, they did their part too, adding
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. And it comes your way next.
working inside the red zone. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia Exactly what you're looking for in the opening drive of a game.
And these opening drives are tone setters. You come out flat, maybe you go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, Kate, but here, they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one up.
For dinking and dunking the ball.
First down from the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
That one right down the middle. And we're all not in front. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. Working inside the red zone. And it's caught. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a second quarter lead. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look.
Set up with second and short. Hurts. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a second quarter lead. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. And some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist, and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
That one right down the middle.
Because the next throw might be right back your way.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. Hurts to throw. Got him in over the middle. Complete. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take the lead just before halftime. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. That one splits the uprights. Selecting to go with Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. They give it to him up the middle. And he barrels across for the touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. Pinheiro for the field goal try. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all.
Bonus.
He'll throw it yet again. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles lead by 14. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. That one splits the uprights. Down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4. Young throwing here. It's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they'll kneel this one down. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. And they'll kneel it down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Well, Brock, I think we're both thinking another kneel likely coming here on 3rd down. And they'll take a knee. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So a picture-perfect way to begin this ball game, Brock. Their opening drive ends in 6.
Yeah, no question about it. That's how you do it. You work all week to script out the opening drive, and it's huge when it pays off like that.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. That one right down the middle. Back now, pressure on its way. Got a man open, left side, complete. 30. The 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow their early lead to 13. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. That one splits the uprights.
This defense just proved he couldn't.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. Comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it then and knock it through for the Cowboys. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt.
National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Back to throw, Cousins. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead. Move the sticks.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears finish off their opening drive. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. They'll try and punch it in. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears take a second quarter lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Santos now for the extra point. That one right down the middle. And they'll...
After the catch, it's a perfect play to break it big.
And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Coup on now for the extra point. That one splits the uprights, and we're all knotted up. Jairo Santos for the Bears field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. This time it's a passing play. No hesitation, and that one's caught. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Reeled in at the 7. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons start the second half with some needed points. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the upright.
Possible to stop.
First down from the red zone. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears make it a 9-point advantage. DJ Moore, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle, and they'll continue. They'll send him up the middle, and he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons reduce the lead to just 4. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. That one splits the uprights. And they'll kneel this one down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Well, Brock, I think we're both thinking another meal likely coming here on 3rd down. So the Bears take this one on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
At home in a hurry like he just did.
They send a tight end in motion. They give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous.
They'll try and punch it in. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers finish off their opening drive. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Well, you love to see it. Some tough running, kept him moving there, and gave him a chance to reach the end zone.
There's a few things that separate the good running backs from the great running backs, and it was on display right there. Your ability to shed tackles and run through contact. Sometimes that's the difference, and that's what translates to touchdowns.
Now, off the play fake, he's going to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers parlay the turnover into a lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one splits the uprights. Carr setting to throw. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints earn the chance to tie it before halftime. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Groupie to try the point after. That one right down the middle. Carlson for the field goal try. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll double their lead to 6.
This game already out of hand. Coaches know how to execute and convert on these third downs.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. Now it's 1st and goal. Now Carr. The back's got it. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints cut the lead to just a field goal. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
That one splits the uprights. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. 4 yards here from the left hand. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that... Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's got it. Room to run. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. Who knows what we're in store for here? And it comes your way next on...
They're going play action. Got a man open, complete. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. And this kick is through as they take a 7-0 lead. Wide open downfield, connection made. And he finishes off the play by taking it in. Touchdown! The Cardinals finish off their opening drive. Trey McBride, the touchdown. Matt Prater for the point after try. That one right down the middle. From the 23. Quick hitter complete. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions break the tie here in the first. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. And the extra point is up, and it is good. Design bootleg here. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he will score! Touchdown, Arizona! The Cardinals can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown! Prater on for the PAT. That one splits the uprights. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions need only one to take the lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. Murray setting up to throw. And he's going to score. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Trey McBride, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with two of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but two touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the
field goal unit. Is going to be a 46-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. Got it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone. Oh, they'll try and run it in. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a James Conner touchdown. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays things off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals now lead by 10. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just a sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
That one right down the middle.
0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Goff. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions lower the deficit to a single possession. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Well, Brock, that proved a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time about the efficiency of a slant route and in breaking, that angle breaking in. Right, higher completion rate, you're throwing something breaking in. You have a corner that breaks out. Obviously, the efficiency may not be there, but boy, touchdown's a big touch.
Will the Cardinals get to him here? He's brought down. So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. And even fighting that dreaded body clock with the West Coast trip, they played their game, and they're taking this victory back east with them.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's all up next.
To remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and
that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The extra point by Bass is good.
What can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
And he's in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Chiefs. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good.
In the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions.
That is caught by the tight end, Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. This about as short as you can get. Pass's kick is good. And the Bills are... Here's Pacheco. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, BC. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. And that is brought in. And he will take this one in. 75 yards.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. All that and more coming up next.
Once again, it's Chubb. And he will get into the end zone. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Browns. Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Browns will take a 7. The master of play action, Rodgers. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, New York. Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. It's up and good. And the Jets will level things out. Now Watson. It is brought in the end zone. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage, him from the ball.
On the handoff, here comes Hall. He slams it in there, and he is in. Reese Hall, touchdown Jets. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Zuerlein's kick, up and good. And looking to throw, it's Rodgers. This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, New York.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. The master of play action, Rodgers. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he will score! Game on! Deshaun Watson, touchdown Browns. That his second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. One more time, they give it to Hall. And this time, he's in. Reese Hall, touchdown Jets. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Now Zerline for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Jets will open it up.
Greg Zerline on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt. His kick is good.
So this one in the win column for the Jets. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals, and it's coming up next.
Short of that, it'll be a bit of a letdown.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. To the goal line and in. Trenton Irwin. Touchdown, Bengals. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Now this looks like a design run, and he will do it himself. He's in. Will Levis. Touchdown, Titans. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Folks, extra point is good. The other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Moss. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Zach Moss. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Off the play fake, it's Levis. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jermaine Pratt. And the defense finds the end zone. Great work inside by the linebacker. He takes it back the other way for the touchdown.
Yeah, he just never saw the linebacker in the middle of the field, Mike, and the quarterback was locked in on his receiver, and once that ball came out of his hand, I think he wanted it back.
McPherson, good on the extra point. Levis to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And he's in. Tyler Boyd. Touchdown, Tennessee. Now, Folk, on for the extra point. It's up and good.
Red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Titans. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It win themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chance?
And he will score. Trenton Irwin. Touchdown, Bengals. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Throwing on 2nd down, Levis. This one is caught downfield by Ridley. And he's into the end zone. Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Tennessee. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the...
Out of the shotgun, Levis. And he'll take it on in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Titans. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Folk now for the extra point. His kick is good. Working out of the gun, Burrow. This is caught at 2. And he's in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th. Little play action with Levis. That one taken in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Tennessee. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Folks, extra point is good. And the Titans will go up by 7.
Wide receiver, so everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch him off guard a little with the pass. And they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
So this one, a win for the visiting Titans. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did.
NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. All that and more coming up next.
In the first play here, why they feel that way.
And that is punt in the end zone. He's in. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running. And in this case, it's the quarterback. They're out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick.
Now, faking the give. He's got his big tight end. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size.
To throw is Lawrence. That one on target to Davis. He's got it. He is in. Gabe Davis. Touchdown, Jaguars. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jaguars move out to a 3-point edge.
The coordinator would say, hey, we're just going to have one guy defend you all by himself. And
it is brought in the end zone. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. Extra point try now for Tucker. The kick is
not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put...
powering forward. He's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. Davis going in motion. Lawrence now on second down. And he will score! Game on! Gabe Davis. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down?
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Henry tries to pull his way in, and he will fight his way to the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get set.
To throw is Lawrence. A hit, and he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Those are the places on the field where the defense wants to come up with the big plays. So it's a win here for the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Vikes and the Niners coming up next.
Purdy to throw it. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. We'll go on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. And it is good. No problems there. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Purdy throwing here. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grow their lead just before halftime. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. It will be a very long attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there.
In this league.
From the 46. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. Down, Will Reichert headed out. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. Here's Purdy to throw. Reeled in at the 7. And his tight end takes it home. Touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. A final kneel down, and that should run out the clock.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Well, Brock, I think we're both thinking another kneel likely coming here on third down. So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. The crowd, they did their part too.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Buccaneers and the Birds, and it's coming up next.
From the 16. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off. And
they'll throw it again. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. He's got it. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. Eagles. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. Still sticking with the passing game. Buys time, rolling right. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist.
Buccaneers field goal. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. From the red zone now. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
That one right down the middle. They'll try and punch it in. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers jump in front late. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline
to hold them short. It's 4th and 7. Back to throw. And to force it on 4th, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers make the play that should win them this game. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
The defense takes its third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. And they'll take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Here we go, 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
That one right down the middle. Try for the Cowboys field goal. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Got a man, coverage lost him, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see 2 of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Cards and the Pack, and it comes your way next.
Goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter.
Routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat natural.
And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers making a 9-point advantage. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Anders Carlson to tack on the extra point. That one splits the uprights. Here's Love to throw. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers grow their lead just before halftime. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a designed read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday night.
A single first down, not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team take down the back for a loss of yards.
This is Carter for 2. And he'll take it on in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. It's up and good. And the Jets move out to a 7-3 lead. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs are on top. It's now 10-7. They put Kelsey in motion. Throwing again. It's Mahomes. Now he'll run. And he will get into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, KC. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Jets are back within a score.
Distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more.
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver...
And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 85 yards. Touchdown. Touchdown, Jets. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability.
Mahomes now to throw again. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Mahomes now to throw. On set. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Sauce Gardner. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
The shotgun, it's A-Rob. This is gonna be caught. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 72 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
2-point conversion.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This is caught. Again, it's Rodgers. He's got it inside the 5. And he will score. Game on. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, New York. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens under the lights on Sunday night.
Seem a lot easier.
From the gun, it's Levis. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will score. Alvin Ridley. Touchdown, Tennessee. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Third and goal for Jackson. It is brought in the end zone. Jay Flowers. Touchdown, with Justin Tucker for the point after. The kick is good. A second down throw here for Levis. That is hauled in at the 5. He is in. Chig Okonkwo. Touchdown, Titans. Folk now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Titans to the air one more time with Jackson. That is caught by the tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule: the closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown. To the quarterback, because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Oh, making defenders look silly out there on his way into the end zone. Tony Pollard, touchdown, Tennessee. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Folks' extra point is good. And the Titans have broken the deadlock as they'll motion over Flowers. On 1st and 10, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Point after now from Tucker. He gets it to go, and the motion. On play action, here's Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he will score. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this pass with the touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
Tucker, this to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend.
Jordan Stout in punt formation for the Ravens.
So it's a win here for the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will.
National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. We can hardly wait for the start of this one on Sunday night prime time.
Here's Baker to throw. This one's caught. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. So that right there, exactly what you're looking for in the opening drive of a game.
And these opening drives are tone setters. You come out flat, maybe you go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, Kate, but here, they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
That one splits the uprights. Now Purdy. He's got it. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish off their opening drive. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback...
First and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a second quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the...
Now it's Purdy. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grow their lead just before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle.
Watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grow the lead.
On EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday night.
Burt very surprised to see that play fail.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. Dak to the air here. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys stretch their early lead to 9. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here. Running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. And some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read.
Back to throw. Here's Dak. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Andrew Cooper takes it away. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Anders Carlson to tack on the extra point. That one right down the middle. Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt.
Make that tackle, force the 4th down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Christian Watson with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them.
Cowboys field goal. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. They'll try and punch it in. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
The Packers will set up for the two-point conversion.
Frying Ford on the ground. And he's into the end zone. Really smart call here in the fourth. Now a field goal would only tie this. Now to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys have taken the lead late. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one right down the middle. One final shot here. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side.
National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs under the lights on Sunday night.
Time Pro Bowler Justin Tucker for the Ravens field goal. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens
Call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started,
over the top. He's got it. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Sky Moore. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs extend
To something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Ravens are back within 4. It for the field goal. This one from 39 yards out. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs going to tack on 3 more. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher.
2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable?
And he's into the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens back within 7. Career, Harrison Butker. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good on 3rd and goal. He's got his big tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create.
To the air one more time with Jackson. Crazy. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Raven first down. One last shot now for Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case,
the question is, are you ready for some football? Great game in store for y'all on Sunday night primetime.
Looking to throw, Purdy. And got his man, that's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Trying again, following the set. He's got it at the 30. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Anders Carlson to tack on the extra point. That one right down the middle. And we're on. Throwing now from the gun. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a second quarter lead. There sure was a lot of to trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead.
Quarterback delivers him a good ball. He knows that's one he should have caught.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. We get an untimed down. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt.
Sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They go play action here. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. We're just moments away from the action, and it comes your way next.
When you think about the classic venues to host the NFL's ultimate game, this one's right up near the top of the list. The Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. We are minutes away from Super Bowl 59, and we've got a tremendous matchup in store. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, for our champions of the NFC, this was a battle of attrition this year. It was a tough road to get here, but now they feel like they are battle-tested and ready to go.
And that certainly cannot be overlooked. They've taken everyone's best shot this season, and they've withstood all of them.
Now the 49ers getting ready to go on offense, and it's the Pro Bowler Brock Purdy at the helm in his third NFL season now out of Iowa State.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, Offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Throwing here, Purdy. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. They go play action here, Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And Deebo going to have a Niners first down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Purdy will set up to throw it here. This pass to Jennings, and he makes a catch. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And the Niners are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's first and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
There was a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Connects with Kittle underneath. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. McCaffrey running up the middle. Skirts by him at the 35. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Purdy now to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Now Purdy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 1st down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Deontay Hardy back deep. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Throwing is Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They go play action now. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 23. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Purdy. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll try the right side with Henry. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Purdy. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. Super Bowl, Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second and a couple. In motion, Aguilar. Here's Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. In motion, Aguilar. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here now, second and 9 from the 39-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And the tight end goes in motion left. Jackson will throw again. They set up the screen for Henry. Shoves him away. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got Derrick Henry again. Back-to-back catches. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
In motion, Aguilar. Now it's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson now. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. 3rd and long, he knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 24. The tight end in motion right. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Purdy now to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Purdy will look to throw again here. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
2nd down and 3. Now Samuel. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Purdy looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Purdy sets up to throw again. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right at the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Here's Purdy. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
False start, offense.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. 3rd down and 6. In motion, Aguilar. Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Jackson. And incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10. Again, Jackson. Complete to Likely. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Here's Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has been gotten set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the 1st half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made it feel as they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down where they are here starting the 3rd quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Excellent effort defensively. Tackle for loss goes to Leonard Floyd.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, it's Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Out to his left. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Throwing is Jackson. Open man, that's Henry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5. Henry running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. In motion right is Aguilar. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards for number 11. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Now receiver in motion left. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Well, on this one, they may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have regained the lead in the 2nd half of this Super Bowl. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Charles, you got to think the number 1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They just got to find a way to get it done.
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, Wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And returns it right back to Samuel. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Back to throw, Purdy. And it's incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Purdy will look to throw again here. And this is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Completes it to Aguilar. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Jackson from the shotgun. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Play action. Now Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 77 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The 4th and final quarter coming right up. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead. 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. 55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that was a bit of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now 2nd and 5. Purdy from the gun. Oh, and he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
How about that, partner? his second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a 2nd and 10. In motion, Aguilar. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Here's Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A short throw caught by Andrews, and he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. Jackson will throw again. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 6.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarter.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Shotgun now with Purdy. That's to McCaffrey, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Purdy. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Purdy looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And goes for a gain of 31.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
In motion, the tight end. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Here's 2nd and 10. And throwing here, Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Out of the gun, Purdy. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. This is Jennings. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And the 49ers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back to throw, Purdy. Flush to his right. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Brock Purdy taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So Purdy and the Niners down by 13. Just over a minute 40 to play. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. Purdy to throw. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw is Purdy. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Moody good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock. So 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he's got room. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling.